Mike Spafford is a well-known artist who has been painting for over 60 years. A major retrospective titled Mike Spafford, The Epic Works, opened at 3 local galleries this month. And here to talk about the show are Mike's son, Spike Mafford, and his daughter-in-law, Lisa Dutton. Hello, you two.
Hi.
It's great to have you here. All right, congratulations, first of all, on an epic 3-gallery show.
It's been a Herculean effort.
No doubt, no doubt. So close to 100 of Mike's works are in this retrospective. How many pieces were you choosing from?
600.
Yeah, over 600.
600. How did you make the choice?
We have been cataloging the work for the past 3 years. Works on canvas, works on paper, woodblock prints, distilling that all down into respective series that revolve around the mythology, and then narrowing the variables and showing the best.
Yeah. Now, for anyone who is unfamiliar with Mike's work, describe him as the artist, Mike Spafford. Who is he? Give us some context.
Mike is, he was a professor at the University of Washington Art Department for 30 years, and he's a contemporary painter who deals in Greco-Roman mythology primarily, and his work is typically large scale, so it's either large pieces or it's large bodies of work, like the Iliad, the Odyssey, the Labors of Hercules, which he's very well known for, and 13 Ways of Looking at a Blackbird, which is the poem by Wallace Stevens. And they're modern, they're very simple in form, but they're very, very deep.
The mythology, a lot of his subject matter is that. So how did that come about for him? Why did that grab
Well, I
him?
think when he was first going to school, he learned Latin in school. So
In high school, he
learned
actually
Latin?
Yeah.
he read these
he
are
read
from Spike's childhood. These
my
books were
goodness.
always in view. You know, the Iliad,
Yeah.
Ovid, and he read these books and was influenced by that classic literature and classic poetry, Western tradition stuff, big stuff. And then in college, he was an art history major for most of his college years at Pomona and at Harvard, and was really influenced by this tradition of battle painting and narrative painting and painting on big subjects, the big subjects of humankind.
Mm-hmm. Is his work a particular genre? Is it abstract? Is it expression? I mean, how would you take that one? Take that one. It's a biggie. It's a biggie. And maybe it isn't.
It's like talking about music.
Yeah,
you know?
right. I know. I don't want to pigeonhole.
It does fall into the definition of abstract expressionist, figurative abstract. It's very formalist in its presentation. He's not really relying so much on subject matter as just the content of the imagery, and how it creates a structural tension within the frame of whatever piece he's presenting.
In 1981, he was commissioned by the Washington State Legislature,
Right.
to paint a mural, for the chamber, along with Alden Mason and with Jacob Lawrence has also been asked.
That's correct.
So he did, and what was it he painted?
His theme that he picked for the 2 sides of the House of Representatives chambers was the Labors of Hercules. And that represented to him the best way to tell the story of the struggles and the strife that the lawmakers go through when they're reaching these decisions that impact the culture, and the community. He made a presentation, they approved the drawings.
It was a huge process.
He went through all of this lengthy process to go to get it approved. Yeah. And then he painted for years, installed 2 50-foot long murals designed to line up with the architecture in the House of Representatives chambers. And it created a bit of a controversy when it was unveiled, in that a number of the legislators, primarily from the eastern side of the state, saw
Imagery
things
that
that
they felt offended by.
Yeah.
Okay.
They saw sex.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what they saw.
Sex
It's a
and- sex and
Rorschach
violence.
sort of thing.
So ultimately, all of the murals were removed from the House and the Senate
So
chambers.
his and Alden Mason's.
That's correct.
Right.
Yeah. And he really pulled back from any kind of public commissioned work, Prior to this commission, he had done a piece in the Kingdom, a 5-story tumbling figure, which was subsequently moved and is now out on parking structure on Jefferson. Anyway, so had he not experienced that negative reaction to the work, I think he would have gone on to do other public works commissions.
You know, but the piece is, Labors of Hercules is at Centralia College now, right? It's
is.
hanging there,
Right.
as is Alden Mason's piece.
Correct,
Right,
yeah.
so we can go see it.
It
It's
can
worth
be
a
seen.
road trip.
It's, absolutely. I was thinking that. It's totally worth a road trip. Now, the two of you guys started on this retrospective 3 years ago, and you didn't do it just because you're related to Mike. Obviously, it's a very deep drive. What made you want to
We say
bring
it's because
this?
we needed to clean out our basement. As we
Well,
were
they're
building
pretty-
some new racks for his painting, and it started to occur to us that we didn't have a good list. We didn't really know what was there. We kept pulling out big pieces like, wow, look at this.
Yeah.
And then we got a lot of big pieces from this art storage company and saw we had 120 large paintings in our studio out at Sandpoint, and it was a jaw dropper.
Some of them are diptychs and triptychs, but combined they create these huge, huge panels.
And then there are full series. So you have the Iliad, 24 prints in a series, you know. So you have epic bodies of work that he's returned to over and over the
Right.
years.
So what do you think Mike's legacy will be as an artist and, as you also said, as a professor?
Well, both as a 30-plus year professor at the University of Washington and as a professional painter his entire life, he has influenced the regional community to create and think abstractly. He's taken on these huge themes of life and death and struggle and chaos and distilled them into this really visceral
Essential.
representation on canvas and on paper.
As he always says, pingo ergo sum. I paint, therefore I am.
I paint, therefore I am. Well, it's a huge thing that you guys have pulled off, and it's such a gift to your father, to your father-in-law, and to the whole community, and to the world community, the arts community. Seriously. Mike Spafford, The Epic Works, runs now through May 26th at Greg Kucera Gallery and Woodside Braceth Gallery, and through April 28th at Davidson Galleries. Also, the beautiful book is available at the galleries and also online. It's a UW Press publication.
Right,
Right.
yeah.
Well, y'all, toast. Toast to art, toast to Mike.
Thank you.
And toast to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. It's good water, isn't it?
I thought this was mezcal.